have our English channel broadcasting. We have summoned for this interview several of our reporters worldwide, and they might have some questions. Let's start with China, a great Venezuelan ally, with whom Venezuela has high-level relationships. Let's talk with our reporter. She's got a question for you. I'd like to know what are the main projects today of Venezuela with China.
Well, Beijing is raining in Beijing also, necessarily like in Caracas. Beijing, beautiful memories that we have there. I always remember that we arrived in Beijing on December 20th in 2004, the first time in my life. I had traveled in my imagination, in my dreams as a child. But truly, to get there to that 1,000-year-old city, and now to have such a deep relation with China, a power nation that may be perhaps today can be seen as the first world power in all fields. But we know it's the first economic, trade, and technology power in the world. China is setting a path towards the future because it's a new policy. It's a great power nation, but it's not a colonial nation. And it doesn't have any hegemonic projects, but it's setting a great dialogue for humanity to build humanity as a community of shared destiny, as our dear President Xi Jinping says. As the journalist Evelyn Leiva is asking, I always see her with her good reports. With China, we have a great link, strategic relationship of high level for all times and moments, and is tested on the field. I met with President Xi Jinping in Moscow on May 9th, the same day Ramonet, that the great parade was made, that monumental event for the 80th anniversary of the victory against Nazism, the victory of the Red Army of the Soviet Union, which were the ones that truly defeated the Nazi army, Hitler's projects. We met for a long time, for over an hour at that moment, and we sealed several topics. First, investment in energy, a great relationship in energy. In second place, the opening of trade relations as a market for the Venezuelan exports. In third place, the technological alliance. Specifically, we were talking about the development of artificial intelligence, of a sovereign, autonomous artificial intelligence with Venezuelan characteristics. We have been speaking also in regards to satellite cooperation, which is moving forward correctly with new projects that will have very good news before the year comes to an end. We have been talking in everything that has to do with political training at the University of Policy Training. So we have great plans within a framework of understanding, trust, brotherhood, but a great power, without a doubt, a 1,000-year-old power that has a 5,000-year history, that was a great power, as you know, Ramonet, during centuries, until colonialism and hegemony of the 19th century arrived there. It attacked the European hegemonism, attacked and fragmented the region, and then came militarism from Japan, allied to Nazism, which invaded China, Korea, Vietnam, to all that area that was called Indochina back then. And once they triumphed 150 years of attacks, they founded the People's Republic of China. And from that moment on, the stage of recovery began again of the historic role that China has to fulfill. Always, as they say from rivers, that rivers always find their way to the ocean. and this is their historic path, and China has once again gone back to their path, to their history as the great power they are. And we say with pride and with the spirit that Commander Chavez saw in us, in friendship with China and brotherhood with China, and that's why we have this marvelous relation with them.
Another